Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy Elijah B. I'm back with y'all with another video. You already know the drill. I shouldn't have to tell y'all. Go down below. You can like, you can comment, and you can subscribe. I'm about to get straight into it. For today's video topic, I'm going to be talking about job and slavery part 3. For anyone who's subscribed to my channel so far, you already saw my jobs and slavery part 1 and part 2. This is my 3rd video. I'm about to just get straight into it and just talk my shit and just say what I gotta say. So I actually got a rhetorical question for you guys, and the question is actually, what's the point? What's the point of getting a job or having a job if you're still attached to like all of the dysfunction and all the problems that you have to deal with on a daily basis? If society gives you this ideology or gives you this illusion that if you go get a job that everything's supposed to get quote unquote better. Because at the end of the day, like, you're still going to be attached to all the dysfunction and be attached to all the issues and all the problems that you have, even if you do have a job or not. But then at the end of the day, yes, now everybody has to pay bills and everyone has to pay their way to live. But then it's like at the same time, like, you also got to pay with like your soul and all that too. Because then what's the point of having a job like if you can't like build, or you can't exceed, or if you can't move forward in life, or if you can't or if you don't really get to like enjoy like your own personal life, or you don't get to like accomplish your goals or work towards things that you want. But then like you have a job, but then like you're still like, you know what I'm saying, like you're not really moving anywhere, you're not really going anywhere or doing anything. And then this is why like a lot of people are depressed and all that, and this is why like a lot of people are actually trying to break away from it and all that. And then if anyone watched my job and slavery part 2 video, I also said that having a job can cause you like both mental and physical health issues. But I'm actually going to talk more about like I already brought all this stuff up in my last video, but I'm going to talk more about the mental health issues that you get from a job in this specific video right here. And what's the point of having to, like, let's say for example you're sitting around the house all day, you're not going anywhere, you're not really doing nothing, you're broke, you're depressed, you feel all like you feel all like down and all that. And like, what's the point of having a job if you're still like miserable? What's the point of having a job if you're depressed? What's the point of having a job if you're not really allowed to enjoy what you work for? Because damn near at this point, a lot of people feel like they're working for free, or they feel like they're working for nothing. And this is a reason why people don't want to work anymore. And then and a lot of people have actually brought this up in their videos, and I've seen a lot of clips about people like complaining about this. But what's the point of what's the point of these jobs? Like, what's the point of society or the higher ups? What's the point of them increasing the prices, but they don't want to increase the wages, and they don't want to pay you enough to keep up with the inflation? Because let's be real, like back in the day, like the cost of living was a whole lot cheaper and all that, but nowadays it costs a whole lot more and all that. And the cost of living nowadays has went up by like 60 or 67 or 70%, somewhere in that percentage. And then the wages haven't really like increased at all. Like, I don't know how jobs are paying you like low minimum wage, or paying you like minimum wage, or like slightly above minimum wage and all that, when they see the prices are slowly skyrocketing. And then like when you then at these jobs, they'll be like, oh, we love him, or we care about you, or like we're like a family. Because if these jobs, if they love us so much, then why aren't they paying us enough to keep up with the inflation? Why aren't they paying us enough to at least like make sure that we're quote unquote good? Because if you think about it, like if you like, let's say for example, like nowadays, if you get a paycheck, you could damn near snap your fingers and that shit will be gone in a heartbeat, for real. And it's like then you do all that hard work just for it just to dissipate into damn near nothing. And that way of life that's very irritating for some people. And I don't really understand how the older generation, or how these old heads did it for like so long, and then they expect our generation to want to put up with it and deal with it, when there's much easier and quicker and obviously legal ways of making money and all that. But it's like we don't want to be attached to it. We don't want to be attached to these jobs, and we don't want to be attached to like living in a loop, and we don't want to be attached to doing the same thing for years and years and years just to retire, and then you're damn near too old to really enjoy anything that you worked for and all that. But You worked hard, but you didn't really get anything out of it in the end. And then it's like, and then when you work at these jobs and all that, these jobs want you to do the most, and they want you to like go all out. But then it's like at the end of the day, you're gonna end up getting the bare minimum and all that. And it's very irritating to people. It's like, what's the point of someone going all out and doing all this if they're gonna get the bare minimum, or if they're not really gonna get a whole lot out of it? And then if you think about it, this is I actually got a good statement to make right here. Jobs actually cause a lot of problems, but jobs cause some problems that actually go on in society. Like, why do you think that crime exists in the first place? Answer that for me. Why does crime exist? Because some people come from nothing. Some people have nothing, and we live in a world where if you're broke and you don't have anything, you're gonna be cast away and you're gonna be ignored by society. You're gonna get like looked down upon. You're gonna get treated poorly. You're not gonna get no cheeks or no females. You're not gonna you know what I'm saying? And then also like being broke can being broke can mess with like being broke. You can also like fuck with your mental health, and it's bad for like and it can be very bad for like your mental health and all that. And this is why crime exists in the first place, because criminals are basically people who snapped on society and said, we're not going to sit around and just take this shit anymore, and we're going to do whatever it takes. We're going to gamble and go take a risk. And that's actually a part of how some people become successful, because they're willing to go out and they're willing to take whatever risk they have to take, whether it's legal or illegal. But obviously me, I also want to do it the legal way. Duh. But you know what I'm saying? This is why the criminal justice system is like, you know what I'm saying, like so messed up and all that, and like all these jails and all these prisons are like filled up because, dude, everyone isn't going for that shit. Everybody isn't about to go for this, living in a loop and going through all this just to still be broke and still be going through dysfunction. And it's damn pointless having a job if you're still attached to all this dysfunction and you're still going through like all this BS that you were going through before you got a job and all that. And it's like, but wait, hold on. Didn't society and our parents give us the illusion that society was gonna or a job was gonna like fix everything and change everything, and everything was just gonna magically like just be okay? It's not. And then people just aren't trying to be stuck in a loop. Like this is why people go their own way and all that. And this is why some men and some women, especially women, this is why some women nowadays are starting to throw away their morals and all that, because they're like, you know what, fine, I might have to throw my morals away, but at least they're getting to the bag though. Like you know what, fine, at least like this, okay, you know what, fine. Some women threw their morals away, but hey, I can't complain, I can't really argue, because they're getting to the bag and they're getting their money. So at the end of the day, I have nothing that I can really complain about. You feel me? And then how come people who don't have like a quote unquote real job, or who aren't slaving away at a job, or aren't doing the traditional like 9 to 5, why is it that they seem like much happier, much more confident, and much more content with life? Well, people not like me specifically, but people who just work 9 to 5s and live this traditional life seem like just depressed, low key miserable, and just, you know what I'm saying, like. It's like you become like, after like a certain amount of time, you begin to become numb to it. I don't want to like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like our generation, we don't want to feel numb. Who wants to walk around feeling numb? You know what I'm saying? But life, because I'm pretty sure people who are watching this video have heard it saying life is beautiful. How is life beautiful when you're walking around feeling numb all the damn time? Who wants to walk around feeling numb to working a job and being broke and not really being able to go anywhere, really being able to enjoy the money and the things that you work for, just for it to dissipate? And you know what I'm saying? And actually, I want to show y'all this clip real quick. And I'm gonna go to my room and show y'all a clip on my TV. I'm still new to YouTube. I'm not exactly good at editing right now, but I'm gonna take y'all to my room real quick. Let me show y'all this clip real quick. Hang on.
going to bed, honey?
Yes, dear.
You know what I'm saying? That's how people live. Why should? Hold on. Yeah, like I said before, I'm not exactly good at editing, so I had to show y'all that little clip on the TV. But that was SpongeBob, and I guess there was this episode or whatever where Mrs. Puff goes to jail or whatever, and it shows like a quick clip of like, and that clip that little SpongeBob clip I showed you, that's literally how most people's lives are. That's how it is when you have a 9 to 5. But you're supposed to be grateful for that shit, really. But then as soon as you go against it, or as soon as you have a problem, or as soon as you want to deal with it,
you're ungrateful. Why don't you want to work? You're lazy.
Like no one wants to fucking live like that. Like that clip I just showed you. That man.
Yes, dear.
That man had no energy in his voice. His body language and the tone in his voice says. He said, "I'm done." Like
yes, dear.
Like he's done. Like you could tell he's drained mentally, physically. Like he's just done. Like this is literally how most people. Like this is literally like most people's lives. This is why people like. This is why some people want to go their own way and they want to like do their own thing, whether it's legal or illegal. Or some people are willing to say, "Hey, fuck it. I'm gonna throw my morals out the window." What's the point of living a normal life if you're just gonna be like miserable and bored and all that? When some people are living in quote unquote abnormal life, but they're, you know what I'm saying, genuinely happy, they're genuinely confident, they have all this energy and all that. Because let's be real, living a life like that, like you know what I'm saying? Like this is why some people like drop. This is why like I'm not trying to be like hella depressing and very negative, but this is why people like, you know what I'm saying, delete themselves. They commit like suicide because that way of life is just, it's just not it. And then at this point, I'm convinced that like not all people, but like a majority of people are like just damn near robots, because it's like you're living this robotic ass way of life. Like a robot can wake up like a robot. You could turn a robot on, or you could turn a machine on, and they can do the exact same thing over and over again. And if you think about it, robots, they don't have mental health issues. Robots, they don't need sleep. Robots, they don't need food and water. But I'm a human being. I bleed, I eat, and I shit like every other human being on the planet. And you know what I'm saying? Like this way of life isn't made for humans. This world, like I feel like this world just wasn't made for human life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Like most people are robots. Like you wake up, like what, 4 to 5 days in a row, you do the exact same thing for like what, till you're 60, 70, 80 years old. Like no one's trying to do the same thing for decades. And it's like I'm not trying to live like that, live in that loop. Or no, or actually not even just me, but people in general just aren't trying to like live in that loop for years. And then, you know what I'm saying? That lifestyle just isn't it. And this is why some people are starting to drop out of society, and some people just don't want to like deal with it. Because if you think about it, there's basically like having a job is just damn near pointless if you're gonna live your life like that. Like that SpongeBob clip, that's literally most people. But if you go against that way of living, or if you go against that way of like living life, then you get attacked for it. People go against you for being against it and all that. And it's like, excuse me if I don't want to spend the rest of my life living in a loop doing the exact same thing over and over again, just for it to dissipate into damn near nothing, and I gain nothing out of it, and I don't like move forward in life, but I don't move back. But I'm just right here. I'm just right here doing the exact same shit, but I'm not progressing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, how many of y'all who are watching this video right now will go outside and stand in the exact same place and not get irritated? No one can just stand in one spot for a whole day without trying to move or without trying to go anywhere or do anything else. So imagine how people feel in life. Because Cause your body can be here, but your mind, but you can. Cause I have a little saying or like a little phrase that I like to say, saying mentally, like physically, my body is here, but my mind is somewhere else. You feel me? And I feel like that's a lot of people. Like, yeah, physically their bodies are here, but their minds are somewhere else. And then I'm trying to think. Just give me a minute. Hold on. Let me think of some more things real quick. Just give me a minute. That's damn near pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to pop that out real quick. I wanted to just get my point across real quick and just show y'all that real quick. But I just really don't see the point. I don't see the point of having a job if you're gonna be attached to dysfunction. If you're gonna still be living the exact same lifestyle, but oh hey, everyone, you get paid once every 1 to 2 weeks, and oh hey, I got a little chump change, but you're gonna have to pay it back, and then you're gonna be broke all over again. So it kind of it damn near defeats the whole purpose of you getting a job and all that. And then I've damn near pretty much said everything I need to say. That's pretty much it for this video. Like I said before in the beginning of the video, like, comment, and subscribe. I feel like I got my point across. I said everything I needed to say. I don't have a whole lot to really talk about anymore, so I'm signing out. Peace. Tune in, tap it when I release my next video. Just tap in with me and just watch it and just get the ball rolling, man. I'm out.